Hey, what's going on?
Hey, is this Ed Sheeran speaking?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I was last time I checked.
Well, you sound like Ed Sheeran, so I think it's okay.
Oh, can you not see me? I can see. Yeah, I can see you.
Hi,
I can
and
see
it's
you.
Frank and Eva. Really nice to meet you, and we are very honored to welcome you to the club.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to do this. I really appreciate it, and it's really really good to be back.
Yeah, and it appears you're stronger and better than ever. So how are you really feeling?
Do you know I've done a few days of interviews, and I think I did almost 70 yesterday. So I'm feeling a bit sleepy today, but I've got my coffee and I am raring to go. It helps because every single person I speak to is a different country, so it's like a new thing to talk about. So yeah, I'm excited. Are you guys excited about the Austria game tonight?
Yes, we are. Yeah. I think we're gonna win.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, Netherlands are a difficult side to beat.
Yeah, no, but because I really love to talk about football because I'm a big football fan. But we broadcast this next week, so I don't know how we're doing in the European Championship. So I think we're gonna.
Well, let's put good energy into the atmosphere. And the Netherlands won, and you're in the next round.
Well, we can do a bet. Maybe the final England against the Netherlands.
Oh man, I just hope England make the final. I mean, it's at Wembley. Can you imagine how amazing that would be?
No, it will be amazing. Also, the semi-final is also on Wembley, so it's a little bit of a home game for you.
And so I'm doing this gig for TikTok with UEFA for the Euros, and in return they've given me some tickets, and I get to go to the semi-final and the final. So I'm hoping it's England.
How many tickets do you have?
It's me and my wife. Just me and my wife.
If it's against the Netherlands, maybe we could go together. You know.
I know, man. Do you know what? If I did have a spare ticket and I gave it to you, my friends would kill me because all of my mates have been hitting me up, being like, "Hey, do you need another person to go with?" But yeah,
of course. Okay, let's go to the music and to your new single, your new song, "Bad Habits." I saw a cup of coffee. Is that your last bad habit that you have?
I actually didn't drink coffee until I had a kid. I didn't touch coffee. I always found hot drinks pointless. I was like, why would I drink a drink that isn't going to refresh me? And now I realize that people drink it to wake them up.
Because you lack so much sleep now?
Yeah, but it's just a different kind of because I used to be in my 20s. I used to not sleep anyway. I used to go out all night and party and blah blah blah, and I'd kind of sleep a bit in the day. But that's kind of, you sort of plan your naps and whatever. But now schedule is, I mean, she could wake up whenever, and then she might be up for like hours and hours and just need playing with. So yeah, it's just different.
Yeah, talking about this, I'm pregnant with my first child, 24 weeks.
Oh my God! Congratulations!
Thank you.
This is fantastic.
Do you have any practical or spiritual advice?
The first 3 months is the most difficult, and once you're out of the 3 months, it gets a lot easier. So just keep telling yourself. And to be honest, the first 3 months pass in a flash anyway. It's chaos. It's chaos. It's like the first, and because this is your first child as well, I think it's different on the second child when you kind of like you know what's coming, but it's just a complete shift of life, and like everything changes. Your whole routine changes. You're not sleeping. You're tired and stressed. Your partner's tired and stressed. You're trying to work out whether you're doing things right. You cry if you get things wrong. You cry if the baby can't sleep. And it's like, if the baby sleeps, then you're getting worried if it's sleeping too much. And yeah, I just think get through that first 3 months, and it is incredible.
And is there still, because your song is Bad Habits, you're a father now, you give fatherly advice. Are there still some bad habits in your life, or do they all gone?
Oh yeah, dude, I am nowhere near a saint. Like, I love a drink. For me, what I've had to exercise in my life since having a kid is moderation, and knowing when to go and have a drink with my friends, you know, and not doing it every night, or I used to go on like 3-day benders and just like in my like early 20s, I'd switch off my phone and I would just go out.
Yes.
And wherever I ended up, you know?
Yeah, no, I know. We know.
Yeah, we know.
Ed, I got a question about the song, because I heard it yesterday and a lot of synthesizer in it, like the 80s. What's the plan behind that? What's your idea when you're making it?
So it was more 90s, to be honest. I listened to the chart show every week as a kid, and in the sort of late 90s it was dominated by Eiffel 65, Darude, ATB, you know, it was like that kind of thing. So that's always sort of been a slight influence on my music, just because it was dominated my childhood. But yeah, and I just never really made a dance tune, and I felt like, I don't know, dance music is sort of ever present, but it just hasn't really been on the radio fully for a long time. And I felt like now more than ever is the time to bring something like that back.
And why did you decide to do this, well, a big, also a bit scary project, because you've been away for a while with Fred again?
Fred is just one of my best mates. Like, even like I'm like taking him for dinner on Saturday, nothing to do with music. We're just gonna go and have dinner and hang out. Like, he's such a wonderful bloke. I've known him for about 6 years, and he lived with me while we made collaborations project, and we just like, he comes up here and goes on like pub crawls with me and my friends. I go on pub crawls with him and his friends, and he's just a great guy. So I'm always working with him anyway, just because we're just hanging out, and every now and then we just throw ideas down. But yeah, I feel like he makes my music better.
Well, then it's a good cooperation, I think. And about writing the song, where did that happen? Is it in a pub, or is it at your home, or
no,
is it...
it was... No, so in the pandemic, it was like difficult to basically do music studios or things traditionally. So what we did is, there's a massive country house near here, you know, like old country houses.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, so we rented that for a month, and I didn't. They built a studio in one room, a studio in another room, and a studio in another room. And it was basically to finish the album. I did vocals in one, post-production in another, and then in the other we just threw ideas down, and Bad Habits was one of the ideas that came out while we were finishing the album.
So in 1 month you wrote an album, and this single Bad Habits...
No, in 4 years I wrote an album. In 1 month they finished. We finished it.
Yeah, okay.
So it was just like, you know, all the songs were there, but it was getting the production right and making sure it was cohesive and all of that.
Will the whole album be more dancey than we're used to?
No, this is like the only dance song on there. I feel like when I released Divide, I had Shape of You, which was like the different song on there, and when I released Multiply, I had Sing, which was the different song on there. So Bad Habits will come out, but the rest of the album is pretty standard me. Like my fans will hear this and be like, "Oh my God, what's he done? We don't like," you know.
Yes,
but it's very much, if you're just patient, you'll hear what it's all about.
Ed Sheeran, you're a live artist. You're brilliant on stage. Is there an opportunity that you're coming to the Netherlands? Maybe in August when Lowlands is happening, or Paaspop maybe, or next year at Pinkpop. What are the plans for playing live?
Well, we've booked a tour, and the tour is ready to be announced, but I'm just waiting to see what, you know, when Lowlands happens, or we have Reading and Leeds Festival here. I'm just waiting to see how big events are going to work before I put anything on sale. I don't want to put something on sale and like postpone it, you know.
Mm-hmm. So you don't know. Yeah, you
I
planned
know.
it, but
I definitely know I'm not playing festivals
this summer.
And yeah, no, I'm not. I think like for me, but like festivals in general, when I go and play festivals, I really want it to be like a special occasion. Like I've kind of stopped playing festivals really after I did Glastonbury. That was like the last one that I did, and I sort of ticked the box. I know I did Ziget and I did Werchter, but they were more based around the tour and the routing. But when I do festivals, I want to do like a summer of festivals and just be like, this is my summer, and I'm going to play every festival in Europe I want to play, rather than like going just to do one or.
Well, you're more than welcome here, I think.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And also some things that has changed is you've always been on stage by yourself, accompanied by your loop pedal, and now you're with a band.
That's I think it's probably going to carry on being loop pedal though. Like I need to get the band up to, it's not quite up to where the loop pedal is now. So, and I'm not going to not do the loop pedal for something that isn't better than the loop pedal. So I've got, I've got a year until the tour. So I'm going to be doing loads more stuff with the band, and I've got the 10th anniversary of my first album coming up. I'm going to do something for that and hopefully play that album in its entirety with the band. And yeah, there's some cool stuff coming.
Nice.
It will be very weird to depend on other people on stage instead of depending on yourself.
Yeah, I think to be honest, when I'm on stage on my own, if I mess up, it's on me, and I know exactly how to get back into the flow of the show because I've done it so many times. But that's the thing, I'd have to do a lot of shows with a band to kind of gel with everyone and know where everything is, but we'll see. I love playing solo. And I don't want to ever lose that in the show, but there might be different elements of the show that are new.
Ed Sheeran, thank you very much for your time, and that we can talk to you about your new song, about your life, your new life like a father, and about football a bit.
Definitely. Well, man, thank you so much for your time, and good luck with Austria today.
Yeah, one last question. Tomorrow, England, Scotland. What do you think? Just for myself, not for the radio, but just.
Oh, dude, we're gonna fucking have it. I think.
Well, they were not bad last game, Scotland.
Yeah, but man, like we lost to Croatia in the semi-final of the World Cup, and we just beat Croatia. We are on a roll now. We're going for it. But you know who worries me, and it's not France, it's Portugal.
Yes,
Portugal
that's
worries me.
my champion. That's my champion.
Yeah.